Hey guys, this is Cool Japan, and we're going to take a look at this awesome Japanese figure. This is Magneto by Revoltech. And let's just look at the box real quick. So this is by amazing Yamaguchi, powered by Revoltech. It's the latest figure that they have out. It's Magneto, and here on the side you can see a nice picture of him. On the back it looks like comic book art. You can see the figure in all these awesome looking poses. You can see all the parts that he comes with. On the other side you got this comic book type of art. And yeah, this is number 6 in the series. And inside the box there's all this other cool looking art, but let's take a look at the figure. Let me just get his stand off. And I gotta say, man, he looks really, really cool. He's like super bulky. He's got huge muscles, and the sculpt on it is really nice. Like right here, if you look closely on the arms, you can see creases in his costume. Like that. So it looks like he's actually wearing a costume. I thought that looked really nice. Instead of just having muscles, you can see the creases in his costume and the folds. It looks really cool. Not so much on the legs, but you don't really see that on legs anyway. And you know, a lot of people complain about Revoltech and their ball joints, but they're doing a really good job of hiding it now. Like right here, you can see the ball joint right there. But if you pose him and you put down his cape, you can hide it. Also with his arm too, you can see the ball joint. But if you twist his arm a little bit, you can hide it. So it doesn't really, you know, you gotta work around it, and you can take some really nice photos or put them in really cool poses. So anyway, if you're familiar with Revoltech, basically this is the same. You can put him in just about any pose you can think of, because they have so many joints. I mean, if I made this video and I talked about each joint, the video would be like an hour long. There's just so much you can do with it. So many ways you can pose it. Like every part of his body has this Revoltech joint, and it lets you move the figure in just about any way. You can bend his leg all the way, get like a cool flying pose. It takes time though to get him in the perfect poses. But yeah, he has the ab crunch. He can look pretty far down. And you can get him to look up from side to side. You can look almost completely to the side too. So yeah, the posability is there. You can get him in any pose you want. There are a few issues, like this toe is really loose. Just this one though. This one's really tight. But I didn't notice any paint defects. Like the paint is perfect. Helmet is shiny. Face paint looks really detailed. That looks how I would imagine Magneto to look. The shading on his arms and chest are really good. The only drawback is if you look at his back, you see these big Revoltech joints. But I guess depending on the way you pose it, you can kind of hide it like that. So he's doing some kind of magnetic blast, and the wind is pushing the cape. It'll look like that. So you can't really see the ball joints. If you know, you just gotta work around it. But yeah, and about the cape. The cape is also super posable. You can get it in like crazy little poses. Like again, you can have the wind pushing it like that. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, you can do pretty much anything with the figure. Alright, and let's talk about some of the accessories it comes with. Another cool gimmick that this has is you have the magnetic effects, and they have a strong magnet right there. So you put them together. It's a pretty strong magnet. So you could put in like paper clips or screws and stuff, you know, to have some kind of magnet effect. Pretty cool. I mean, not super necessary, but it's a cool little feature that they have. Also, you have an extra head. This is him without his helmet, of course. Pretty sure you can pop it off. And special thing about these heads is you use a little tool that they come with, this little tool, and you can pose their eyes. So you can position his eyes looking left or right, or making it completely white. You can do anything you want with his face. But there are no extra face plates, just these two heads. So you either get this face or this angry face, and you can have him looking any way you want. I'm pretty sure you can change the faces. Yeah, so you can change the faces. And yeah, it's awesome. And the other accessory you have are the clench fists. Other than that, there's nothing except for the stand. And actually that brings me up to another drawback of this figure is the cape is super heavy. So if you wanted to pose the figure without a stand, it'd be basically impossible. You'll fall over. And his cape doesn't touch the floor, so you can't use the cape as a stand. You have to use this stand. It's not a huge drawback though. Yeah, so anyway, alright, so let's look at his height. He stands at 16 centimeters tall. That's about 6.3 inches. He's a good deal taller than Wolverine, a little bit taller than Spider-Man, and he's bulkier than both of them pretty much. He's a little bit bigger than Wolverine, like his arms and his legs. And let's compare him to Venom. He's about as tall as Venom. Venom just looks a lot bigger because he's huge. So yeah, that was my video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is a really great figure. I really don't have many bad things to say about this. I really love it. So anyway, I pre-ordered Captain America. He's next in the line, so whenever that comes, I'll get the video up, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.